Hey, good afternoon. I hope class goes well for you today. I'm sorry I can't be here live. My daughter's under the weather, so I'm going to be attending with her health concerns today just to make sure everything is okay. It's a pandemic, right? So no chances here. So I just thought it would be fun to continue with the acrostics. What I'm asking for you guys to do or try to do today is I'd like you to add an image to the back of your acrostic or create a new document basically for an acrostic. Um, you'll see that you have a new Google Doc called Poetry Journal. You'll also see a Jamboard for Poetry Journal. I'm playing around with both options to see which might be easier or most beneficial. I'm going to go through the process now so you can see what it's like. I don't want you to freak out if any of this seems too difficult. Hey, we will work on it together, all right? But, give it a shot today. See what you think. Unfortunately, Google Docs does not easily give us a way to make images behind the page. On Microsoft Word, you can actually just set an image to be at the background spot. So we're going to get into that now. Like I said, it can be a little bit difficult, but I trust you guys are capable. And, we're going to be there to help. So no freaking out, no panicking or anything like that. All right. Now, I guess the first thing I'll show you is the Jamboard. All right. Okay. So, or maybe even before that, let's see, where's the picture? What I'm thinking, right, is something like this. So you have an acrostic, or somebody wrote an acrostic here about cats, right? Cuddly, acrobatic, tenacious, softly purring, and then included a picture of a cat. So we're going to kind of do something similar, basically, all right? Only we're not using like a cartoon cat per se. So one thing you'll want to do is you'll want to find an image for whatever your acrostic was. So like, for instance, I figured I would just use the example that was created already, which would be ice cream. So I just did a Google search of ice cream. I went to images. Found one I liked. I mean, what's not to like here? You click on it, and you can right click, all right? If you're using a laptop, you can usually do a right click by using 2 fingers, put in the 2 fingers on the mouse pad, all right? And then you'll come up with this little side menu. You're going to go down to Save Image As, right? And this part is important. So it's going to save the image to your computer. You can retitle it. It might make it easier, right, to find it. And notice this saves to your computer, all right, or whatever device you're using. It's not in Google Drive. So it's going to save. If you're using Chrome, it's going to save down to the bottom. Now, this is a really nice feature if you're using Chrome. Just go over to your drive. Just click on this and drag it, right? Click on it and hold it. Don't let go. Click, hold, drag. It's going to bring the picture right in, right? It's going to load right up. Look at that. Boom. All right. Now that you've selected your picture, you're going to go over to there's 2 options. I guess I'll show you the Jamboard first. For the Jamboard, the only thing you can do is add the image, all right? And what it does, right, is it takes you to, it'll probably take you to this, all right? And then you're going to go to Google Drive. And then you're going to go into, you can go into the folder that you saved it in, or you can just go to Recent, and it's probably going to be right there, right? You hit Select. Now, Jamboard has some limitations. So what you'll do is you're going to take this, you're going to drag it to this upper corner here, like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click and hold this to make it bigger, all right? It doesn't have to fill everything exactly. Notice there's some space here, right? So now that I have my picture here, I need to put a poem on top of it. Now this is the part of Jamboard that's kind of a drag. Um, Jamboard, the only thing you can use to type are these sticky notes. And with the sticky notes, you can't hit return, right? So I go over here, I find the poem I need, I copy it, all right? And there's a couple ways to copy. You can go over here to edit. That's probably the best way. You're gonna hit edit. First, you'll highlight your text, right? Like this is highlighted because this is what I want to copy. And most of you know how to copy and paste. Edit, copy, go back to my Jamboard where my sticky note is open, and I'm going to paste. Now, again, there's a couple ways you can paste. One of the ways that I'm pasting is by using that right click again, right? The 2 fingers on the mouse pad. Or you can use Control V or Command V if you're using a Mac, all right? I'm going to hit paste. And so, like I said, it doesn't do the returns. It does put a period here, which is cool, right? That's something at least. So, you know, feel free if you want to use the Jamboard, you can, but just notice like here, I have to put a space here, right? I'm going to put a space after all the periods just to make sure that it's very clear what the first letter should be, all right? And that's it. You probably want to make this bigger, all right? And you might even put, you know, the poem type and number, all right? So there's acrostic number 1, right? And we hit save. Maybe I want it to be a different color. Laggy computer. Okay, we're back. And so that's how you do the Jamboard, right? So another way to do this, the more complicated way, but it might be more appealing, it looks better, all right, is you're going to open a Google Doc. Now, when you go into a Google Doc, it's going to automatically, where is it? Document details, page setup. It's going to automatically be in something called portrait, all right, which is like that phone shape, right? Like a straight piece of paper. If you turn it sideways, so it's like wider but shorter, that's called landscape. All right, so it's automatically set to portrait. You're going to go into page setup, hit landscape, click OK. Now it's sideways. All right, you're going to go up here to the alignment, and you're going to center align. Just like before, we're going to write acrostic number 1. Hit return. All right. Very important to hit return, otherwise things are going to get really jumbled up and messed up. Next thing you do, all right, is you have to insert an image. Insert that image that you saved from Drive, right? And recent shows up like right away. It's a beautiful thing. Sometimes there's a lag, but again, you can just click on My Drive and find it by going through the folders. You can double click on it, or you can just click once and then click on Insert. All right, you notice it's centered. It's exactly what I wanted. All right, so now you're going to go to Image Options. And here you're going to take the transparency and you're going to move it maybe about here. Yeah, that's probably good. And then you're going to just close that. All right, there's a little X here. All right, now you're going to hit Control C or Command C or Edit, Copy. You can even do Cut, to be honest. And now you're going to go into Insert Drawing. You're going to click Insert Drawing, New. Now you're going to paste the image right here. So you're going to hit Control V, or you're going to hit Command V, or you're going to do that right click, and you're going to hit Paste. Now you're going to see that image that you just made more transparent. The reason why we made it transparent is so that when we put type on top of it, the type is very clear. All right, so now I'm going to hit the text box. And I'm going to put that wherever I want the words to be. Now, because there's so much going on over here, I'm going to put it over on this side, my poem on this side, where it's going to be easier to read because there's not so much in the way. Now, after I've made this box, all right, don't click anywhere else or you're going to lose the box and you have to go through putting it in again. Not a big deal. I'm going to go back to my poem and I'm going to copy it, right? And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to hit paste. All right, looks good. Now I'm going to hit save and close and you'll see that pop up in your doc. Just like that. All right. And then what I would recommend is hit return one more time. Hit control return to get a page break, or just go over here to insert and go down to break, page break. And then you can put in a second one. All right. I think over these 2 days, if we could get both acrostics into this format by the end of tomorrow, and I'll be in tomorrow to help walk through this system with you guys, I think we're going to be doing fantastic. I think we will have earned a rest over the weekend, and that's always important. Guilt-free summer weekend. That's about it. Hope you guys are doing well today. Sorry to be missing you guys. I have actually really enjoyed this class, and it makes summer school worth attending. I hope you guys start to enjoy it as much as I do, if you don't already. And be good to Mr. Bronson, huh? He's a wonderful person. So don't put him through heck. Goodbye.